There was a man who wandered endlessly, searching for the stars he had once glimpsed in a dream. One night, weary and still, he looked down and saw the same constellations reflected in a quiet lake at his feet. They had never been far, only misperceived. He hadn't needed to reach, only to remember. And the moment he recognized their reflection, the sky responded. What if the version of your life you've been waiting for is already available and just waiting for you to arrive? What if time isn't the obstacle, but identity is? In this video, we'll explore how to collapse the quantum timeline by stepping into the frequency of what's already yours. You'll learn why effort delays, but embodiment magnetizes, and how your certainty becomes the trigger that bends reality. Because you don't chase the timeline, you become the one who lives in it. There was a traveler who stood before a vast hall of mirrors, each reflecting a different version of himself. But the moment he locked eyes with one, the others vanished. This is the observer effect. Infinite possibilities remain suspended until you believe one into form, and that belief collapses the quantum timeline into reality. The quantum field is not distant. It is not mechanical. It is responsive, alive to your conviction. When you observe your desire through the eyes of certainty, you choose which version of you steps forward. This is not metaphor. It is the invisible law behind manifestation. Reality moves for the one who knows what is real. Doubt scatters your timeline. It divides energy, fragments frequency, keeps you hovering in potential. But the moment you know, not hope, not wish, but know, the wave collapses. The version of life you've selected becomes the only one the universe can reflect. That's how powerful your observation is. So I ask you gently, what timeline are you observing right now? What version of you have you locked eyes with in the mirror of possibility? Choose wisely, because once you observe with unwavering inner sight, the field will follow without hesitation. A door does not open because you wait in front of it. It opens when you become the one who walks through. So it is with reality. Timelines are not measured in minutes or years. They are accessed through identity, through silent manifestation. You are not attracting the future. You are stepping into the self who already lives there. Time, as most perceive it, is deceptive. It suggests distance between you and your desire. But in truth, it's not time that bridges that gap. It's embodiment. Who are you willing to become now, without waiting? The version of you that has it already exists. And becoming that version is the portal into the experience itself. This is why becoming is more powerful than trying. When you act, speak, and feel from the identity of the fulfilled self, the world reshapes itself to meet your frequency. You shift tracks, not because something out there changed, but because you did. You matched the vibration of a new existence and life responded. So I ask again, not what do you want, but who are you willing to be? Because the moment you choose the version of you that already holds the life you dream of, you step into their timeline as if no time passed at all. A sculptor doesn't stare at marble, hoping the statue will appear. He sees the finished form within and carves until it's revealed. That vision, that knowing, is the creative force. So too with manifestation. The outcome does not arrive later. It is drawn in now, through the already done energy you hold. Most people wait for external signs to believe, but true creation reverses the order. You feel it first, vividly, bodily, and reality bends to match. The field is not measuring time, it is measuring tone, your tone. And when that tone says, "This is already mine," the delay dissolves. Already done is not pretending, it's remembering. It's the inner click that says, "There is nothing left to prove." This frequency is not loud. It's quiet, complete, unwavering. Like a heartbeat you stop questioning, like a candle already lit. It needs no announcement to glow. So sit with the desire and feel it as done, not as hope, but as presence. Ask, what does this version of me know, feel, carry? And the moment you embody that answer, you'll realize the outcome has already begun to shape itself around you. A compass doesn't find north by trying harder. It finds it by being still and aligned. Your reality is the same. The quantum field doesn't respond to effort. It responds to certainty. Certainty is a vibration frequency, not a performance. It is the quiet, stable knowing that says, "It is mine because I have already chosen it." When you chase, you signal lack. When you try to convince reality, you show you're still unsure. But when you embody the outcome without demand, the field organizes around your steadiness. You are not here to prove anything. You are here to radiate alignment. And alignment is louder than any attempt to force. People often confuse force with faith, but faith is subtle. It walks with calm feet. It speaks gently, and yet its echo moves mountains. You cannot fake this signal, but you can choose it. Each time you return to certainty, the timeline tightens. The path clears. The mirror reflects with no distortion. So I invite you to let go of trying, and instead, stabilize your signal. Let your vibration carry the imprint of truth, not tension. Because when the field hears the resonance of certainty, it bends not out of obedience, but out of recognition. A magnet does not beg the metal to come. It simply holds its charge. The same is true of you. When you are emotionally neutral, calm in your conviction, your field becomes clear. Obsession muddies the signal, but energetic alignment stabilizes it. And alignment doesn't shout, it hums. Many believe that urgency speeds up manifestation, but urgency is rooted in lack. The field responds not to how much you want, but to how much you believe. When you detach from the need and embody the truth, your vibration becomes undistorted. You move from pleading to receiving, from reaching to drawing in. Neutrality doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're no longer afraid. It means your nervous system has accepted that the outcome is safe, stable, inevitable. This is the vibration the quantum can hear without static. It reads clarity, not craving, harmony, not hunger. So breathe. Feel into the version of you who no longer needs to grasp. That steadiness is not passivity, it's power. Because the more neutral your field becomes, the faster reality aligns with it. A child falls asleep cradled in a dream, and the dream begins to form, not through effort, but through surrender. The night is when your body opens most to the unseen. It is the sacred entryway for silent manifestation. What you feel in that drowsy edge becomes instruction to the field. Not the words, but the state. Your subconscious is most malleable as you drift. The critical mind softens, and the body listens more deeply. If you fall asleep worrying, that vibration continues through the night. But if you fall asleep in the feeling of already done, the quantum timeline collapses inward. Reality begins its rearrangement in the dark. This is why night rituals are more than comfort. They are creation. Breathwork before bed, gratitude whispered into the pillow, visualization not as hope but as memory. These things matter. They are not habits. They are codes, and the body receives them like commands. So tonight, as you lie down, do not repeat what you want. Instead, feel the version of you who no longer needs to ask. Let your chest soften, your breath deepen. Drift not into sleep, but into becoming. And know, what you embody in stillness echoes forward in light. A king does not wait to receive the crown before walking with presence. He walks with it long before it touches his head. This is symbolic action. It is the physical echo of already done energy. Small movements, choices, rituals that say, I am already this. And the field responds, not to size, but to signal. When you act as if you have it, from a place of knowing, not pretending, you accelerate embodiment. Drinking from your favorite cup as if wealth is natural. Making space in your home for love before it arrives. These aren't tricks, they're affirmations in motion. They make vibration visible, and vibration makes form. Symbolic action is not performance, it is permission. You are permitting reality to match what you've inwardly accepted, and your subconscious follows suit. It begins to rewrite identity, not through repetition alone, but through experience. The action confirms the alignment, and alignment magnetizes manifestation. So what small act can you take today that says, "It's done"? Not to convince the universe, but to remind you, to synchronize your body with your truth, because the moment your actions mirror your vibration, the field no longer sees separation. A river does not search for the ocean. It simply flows toward what it's always known. So it is with you. Manifestation is not about reaching for something outside of you. It is about remembering the truth already held within. When you remember, you align. And when you align, the quantum timeline responds without resistance. Most seek, strive, ask repeatedly, unaware that the asking often affirms the absence. But what if the outcome isn't found by striving, but by surrendering to what you are? What if the version of you who already has it has simply been waiting to be remembered, felt, and lived into? Memory, in this sense, is not past. It is essence. It is the whisper of your higher self saying, "This is already yours, step in." The moment you stop trying to become and instead allow yourself to be, the shift occurs. Time collapses. The echo becomes presence. So pause the pursuit. Drop beneath the wanting. Ask yourself, what am I being invited to remember? And the moment you claim that version of you, the world around you begins to reflect the truth you've always carried. A candle does not wonder if it gives light. It simply shines. You too are not separate from the field you seek to influence. You are the field. The vibration does not come from elsewhere. It comes through your body, your breath, your being. And when you live as the field, the world cannot help but respond. You are not here to manipulate outcomes. You are here to stabilize vibration frequency, to live not as someone hoping for alignment, but as alignment itself. Walk like it. Rest like it. Speak with the tone of someone whose reality is no longer in question. The field will listen, because it is you. This is the final activation, the end of trying, the beginning of being. There is no need for technique when you become the technique. No need to ask when your life becomes the answer. This is silent manifestation at its most complete. Not a practice, but an identity. So I leave you with this truth, not to hold like an idea, but to carry like a rhythm. You are the field. You are the answer. And the moment you live from that place, your timeline has already arrived. So now I ask you, what version of yourself have you been postponing? And what would shift today if you stopped waiting and simply stepped into it? Let me know in the comments. What are you remembering? What truth are you ready to embody? If this message resonated with your silent knowing, please like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you stay connected to this path of embodiment and energetic alignment. You are the field. Now live like it.